a sight this is. What a magnificent stadium.
Just watching the bench coming out for New South Wales. Talakai, big tearaway. Wonder how Brad Fittler, when he'll bring him into the game. When he's on, he's near unstoppable. No one can tackle him.
Well, I don't think the two centres will come off the field, Joey.
I think he might go to an edge
Yeah,
forward.
I think back row.
Origin 2 on a knife's edge. We resume. Luai will send Trbojevic back. 2 tries each. Tit for tat in the first half. The Blues on their own 20 here. To'o played the ball and Polo tackled by Harry Grant. Damien Cook in a new role for him. A bench player tonight. And he's there to send it to Yeo. He's made plenty of yardage in the game to this point, Isaiah Yeo. Here's Burton. Here it goes. Whoa! Is it ever going to come down? That's a magnificent kick, and the ball bounces over the top. And kindly for Murray, Taulagi, he's nearly kicked that into the Swan River.
Junior, too early.
Was that above the roof?
That was...
I lost that in the lights, Joey.
Mate, have a look at this. Is this going to America? Is the NFL scouts watching this? Look at this ball. Poor old Murray Tuolungi. Look at how much it's swinging away.
That is phenomenal.
But really poor discipline for New South Wales. Opening set, they rolled that set 100 metres. Had a cheap penalty right.
The NFL scouts are already onto him, I'm told. Danica, some news.
Yes, we can see Jairo has been involved in a couple of tackles already this half. He has passed his head injury assessment. He passed that during the halftime break.
Thank you, Danica. And here's Collins. And the Maroon strongman. Carrigan now. So athletic. He's taken to Origin with seamless ease. Now Munster. He's been closely monitored, hasn't he? The Blues not allowing him any latitude at all. He's slow to play it there, appealing for a 6 again, not forthcoming. Now Grant across the ground and Arrow knocked over in a really good tackle. And that was Martin spearing in from the side. Munster, they go through the hands, it's Valentine Holmes. A pass to Taulagi. He gets a one-hander over the top. It's disjointed, but it's dangerous because the Blues don't know what's coming, and I'm not sure Queensland does either. Ponga dribbles it through and had a real chance there. To'o right in time.
Oh, you get nervous when that ball just starts going across field. Especially when it goes to a front rower, you just... Are they going to fluke something here?
Cook. You read the markers, but Arrow, his club teammate, makes the tackle.
They can't miss that. Every player must be on their toes. Whenever Cook gets out of dummy half, they've got to go with him.
Tedesco with a good run on the back of that to enter Queensland territory. Cleary sends it up. That's a bit kinder than the previous kick.
Well, it was good kick pressure, Matt. Cam Munster was the main man out from marker.
Less than 4 minutes till Kafusi comes back from the slip in. Great run by Cobbo. He's dropped the ball.
He lost it. And Cook's there to pounce. New South Wales with a real chance here. Burton. The 12-man defensive line being examined right here. Cleary sends it away to Tedesco. Hands on, lovely movement. It's with Tupou now. Tupou! He went very close. Scramble by Queensland. They're being stretched here. Nathan Cleary with a long ball to Luai. They're trying to get on the outside here. Martin to Burton to To'o. Gagai hangs on. But Brian To'o's inside Queensland's 10. Cleary for Yo. And Tedesco, he bumped off Munster. Ten metres out. Damien Cook for Isaiah Yo. For Cameron Murray. Space here. The gap closed. Munster with an important tackle. Now Polo. Oh, forward pass.
Wow. Watch the skill of Junior Polo. The catch, the pass out the back to Stephen Crichton. For a big man, his hands but his footwork. Catch, pass. Oh, that was silky. The ball just goes forward. Stephen Crichton stands. If he just passed the ball off the deck, that for a big man, that skill was incredible. He's not happy. Now that is a scary human.
125-kilo halfback. So Queensland survive. That was a scare. Oh,
I got to say,
shot.
They scramble Queensland. When they're scrambling, there's Kafusi, just over a minute. They're scrambled. They're still working together, even though they're scrambled. Great edge defence.
Cleary and Crichton combine, and they stop him just shy of the halfway. Munster, Cherry Evans now. Skids along the turn. We're going back to 2006. Almost.
Daniel Tupou, tomorrow morning you got passing skill.
And Darren Lockyer just got off his chair down on the sideline.
Back to kindergarten for him. Learn how to pass, Daniel.
Tedesco, they're retreating here. Space for New South Wales.
It's easy meters then, wasn't it?
That's Liam Martin. And this is James Tedesco. Back to Cook. And Trbojevic.
Fusi's back on. There he is.
Cleary from Murray. He pokes his head through the line. And a lovely offload. Very late in the piece. Cleary trailing up. Back for Yo. Now to Luai. Thought about a little kick there. Stepping. Luai. Luai through a hole.
Oh, great attack. Great defence.
Yo in support. Cleary, he goes to Tedesco, who floats one over the top. Back to Crichton, he rolls it through. Oh, how about that by Munster? That was special.
Once again, there's only one bloke in the stadium who would even think of doing it.
Oh, Polo with a bone rattler.
He scooped that up inches from the ground to his back row at Capewell.
Kalen Ponga down and back play, holding a left shoulder.
Well, I can tell you why, Joey. Those last two plays, Kalen Ponga, he ran about 100 metres. He was in the line on tackle 4. And on the last play, he ran about 45 metres to be in the corner to deny Daniel Tupou.
Great kick.
Long kick by Daly Cherry Evans. And one-handed to Burton, if you don't mind.
Great confidence. Brad Fittler, he's just fallen off his chair. It's a real fatigue in this game at the moment. The ball's been in play for a long time.
Just captivating stuff at the moment. Who will give? Who's the game breaker? Is it Jerome Luai? Away to Martin. He got buffeted there by Gagai. A target. He dropped it. There's more pressure coming for the Maroons here. They have had so much ball on Queensland's line. Either side of halftime, they've been bombarding them. Here's Yo. Cleary now, over the top. It's an open passage for Tupou. A beautiful pass by New South Wales main man.
Well, it had to come. So much field position. They've been under the pump with Felice Kafusi at the sin bin. Shoot up a lot of petrol defensively, the Queensland team. And then the halfback stands up. Harvey Norman replay, looks up, sees the space, just goes over the top. And Tupou, great try.
Another Origin try for Daniel Tupou, who has 125 tries in Roosters colours, second only to Anthony Minicello in terms of try scoring for that famous club.
How much extra defence while Felice Kafusi's been off, Cameron? How much is that going to sap Queensland? Because they're just hanging on. You just feel like they're really wobbling at the moment.
Yeah, well, they've done really well up until this point, Joey. It's going to be interesting to see how much energy that has taken out of the Queenslanders in the back half of this game.
Jeremiah Nanai into the game for Queensland now.
This is a really big 5-minute period for Queensland. Really big 5 minutes.
Paul, stinging tackle. Paul Gallen.
Yeah, great pass there from Cleary, but Daniel Tupou wasn't happy just to score the try. Run the ball closer to the post to make the kick easier for Nathan Cleary. That's something Brad Fittler absolutely loves from his wingers. Great work. Yeah,
an 8-point gap too, Paul, so beyond the converted try margin, always very handy. Now Trbojevic. What have you made of his return to Origin, Andrew? Jake Trbojevic.
Well, a lot of the work he's doing you don't see, but the coach does, his teammates do. They look a different team with him in there. Just his defence, the way he leads the defensive line.
Burton, here we go. Another one that's up there forever. Ponga safe at the back though. He's shrugged off that little issue with the shoulder, it seems. Murray down there on kick chase.
There he is, Jake Trbojevic leading the defensive line. 52 minutes in.
Holmes now, they come rushing out on him, and Cleary with a good tackle. Within 10 of the halfway, Carrigan now. They won't go away. They never go away, Queensland.
What's your mindset here, Cameron? You're wobbling.
Oh, just playing up the other end. Just have a look at that stat on the screen there, Joey. Play the balls in opposition 20. New South Wales 31 times. Ben hung on the ground. He's okay, he's getting to his feet. Compared to Queensland's 2. Now, they should take a little bit of confidence out of that. Twice they've only played the ball inside New South Wales 20-metre zone for 2 tries. They need to get down the other end. Down to you, Lockie.
Well, Nanai's gone to the right edge. Capewell's gone into the middle, and Ben Hunt replaced Harry Grant at hooker, but he's pulled up a little bit lame from that tackle. But I agree, Smithy, they just need to work hard for an error from New South Wales and the Queenslanders.
There's Harry, Jai Arrow there, Tom Dearden, the 18th player for Queensland, young cowboy. Here's Tedesco again. Great yardage. What a good run by the captain. And they try to get on the back of that now, so they can play the ball. Cleary will kick on 5. And, Murray, he made a run for that, but has knocked it on.
There's always an opportunity because Kalen Ponga, he doesn't like to jump for the ball. He's even got a habit when he catches the ball, he sort of sits down. So if you get down there, you can really get over the top of him. Even on the end-over-end bombs, he's very hesitant to jump for the ball.
It was a strange decision there to reach out and touch that football. He gave away a 7-tackle set for the Maroons.
Ponga now. Cleary and Crichton with the defence. Munster. Passes to Cherry Evans, who has a look over the top, but can't evade Crichton, who's been very good in defence.
There's a dead end there.
Now Hunt. Boot to ball. To'o hadn't got back, so he's forced to turn and chase.
Good tackle.
Nanai with a really good athletic shot around the hips. Now Burton, he beat Munster, he beat Kafusi, and he gets to Capewell.
You come out of the line like that, like Munster, you've got to make that tackle. You know, he's trying to inspire his teammates to force that error, but if you go all in, you've got to make that tackle.
Polo. Stopped by Capewell. And Nathan Cleary. That's a 40-20 attempt. Oh, it went very close. What about the kick off the turf? It gathered pace.
And the chase, Liam Martin backed up the kick by his teammate and a gut buster to get down there. That's 2 tackles inside their 10-metre mark. Turning the screws, the Blues.
And Queensland slow back here. And it's all one-out stuff. And another one's been picked off. Selwyn Cobbo tackled by Damien Cook. Carrigan. Oh, Murray stood up to him and flung him to the ground. They go wide here, looking for some space out on the fringe. Holmes is tackled. Cherry Evans with a clear-up. Loaded up there. It's a strange sort of kick. But they are full of running here, New South Wales, aren't they? Ball movement, even from the backfield. And To'o chewing up the ground again tonight. Tedesco. Oh, that was awkward.
Is there only one Tedesco out there? He's everywhere. Roll through this set. We're getting an attacking kick, Nathan Cleary.
Played by Jake Trebojevic. Cleary now, it's only tackle 4, but he dinks it over the top, and they've got a retreat, Queensland. Oh, Ponga! Look at that. There's club combination if you've ever seen it.
Well, it's a brave kick, and there he is. He was panned in game 1, which I thought was unfair. But he's standing up tonight, Nathan Cleary. All the momentum. And to kick on play 4 in that situation, it's a really brave play. And once again, he's Penrith's teammate. The other side was Liam Martin. This side, Stephen Crichton backs up the kick with a great chase. But Nathan Cleary tonight, he is just conducting the game beautifully.
Here's Payne Haas. He's fresh out there. A full tank of fuel. And he charges back to be met by Capewell outside Queensland's 30. They send it wide again here. And Burton, they're picking up a lot of yardage on that left edge, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the side they need to attack.
Jerome Luai. Luai! He's torched them! Jerome Luai! Found a hole and exploded!
Well, there was nothing happening on that play. Jerome Luai, he's received the ball, he's looked up. He had no runners. So he just thought, well, I'll just have a go myself. And he just exploded, as you said, Matt, between 2 defenders of the Maroons.
Well, that goes to show the fatigue.
Here we go here, Harvey Norman replay. He got between, he beat Jeremiah Nanai first. Dane Gagai was caught a little bit out of position. He tries to get him around the legs and falls off. And he's a happy man, Jerome Luai. There he goes there, just a little skip and bang, he's gone.
That marker play from Gagai, he just relaxes for that fraction of a second. And when he relaxes and stops, the gap opens up. And he's too tight to get there to make the tackle. But Jerome Luai, that was something out of absolutely nothing.
And Joey, that's the difference, isn't it, between NRL football and State of Origin?
Well, that
You
showed
just
it
can't
perfect there.
Yeah,
Gagai, he stopped us on his assignment, but the fatigue, that's the thing. You can't measure the fatigue. You can look at the stats, and you look at home, and you're watching this, you're saying, why would he tie in there? You know, but these guys are absolutely out on their feet. He's bounced through, didn't he? Jerome Luai.
Well, this is a breakout series for him. He had 2 try assists in the first game, responsible for both the Blues tries, but this is quite magnificent.
He bounced. What would you be saying behind the post there, Cameron?
Well, down by 12, possibly 14 now. And the clock winding down, still 20 minutes. There's no time to panic. No time to panic. Stick to the game plan.
Important kick for New South Wales. Queensland needing to find something of substance to get back into this. A 14-point game, and we're down to the last quarter.
Tracker, maximum speed. Cameron Murray, 35 kilometres. That was chasing Cameron Munster in the first half of the try, and Liam Martin, 32. You see the back rowers really working hard for New South Wales. They really surprised me. Cam Murray, 35 kilometres. He's been enormous, Jake Trebojevic.
8 short of halfway. Damien Cook, the try scorer of Luai. And Martin tackled very strongly by Capewell around the legs. Burton, here we go. It's effortless, isn't it? The ball takes an almighty thump. All right, Darren, you've masterminded a few Queensland comebacks over the years. What would you be thinking here?
Yeah, they're under a lot of pressure. There's a lot of fatigue out there. I think Harry Grant is about to come on. I think that's the right call. We need points. We don't need to panic, but we need points. He's a bit sharp out of that hooker. Big Tino, too. I'm a bit surprised he's not back out there because there's some really tired forwards. We need some impact.
Quite a while. You're right, Darren. Oh, look at this. They're coming out in numbers here, New South Wales.
Well, the problem is if you play catch-up in your own area, where they're coming out now, against a fresh defensive line, and you start making errors down your area, 26 can quickly get to 40. So it's a really fine line for Queensland.
Tedesco, the everywhere man, he's closing in on a double century of metres already. To'o.
This is the back three for New South Wales has been outstanding. To'o, Tupa, Tedesco's on another planet tonight.
180 metres for To'o, 170 for Tupou.
He's really led from the front, hasn't he, the captain?
Now Payne Haas slips one out the back nicely. A good presence of mind there by Ben Hunt. He makes a tackle on Damien Cook. Yo to the line. 24 metres out. New South Wales hunting again here. Cleary with a show and go. But he is nabbed in the tackle of Ben Hunt and he has lost the ball.
I thought you tried to play it. You lost the ball before to play the ball. Scrum.
Challenge it over?
They are.
Is there a hand? Is that Ben Hunt's left hand in there?
Disputing the decision of a lost ball in the ruck. Just checking the feet of the player.
Just looking to determine if the ball is lost or there's any interference from Queensland.
He's dropped that cold.
There was no interference from Queensland. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Big moment here for Sifa Talakai.
Okay, you guys have
He's
no
out
more
there,
challenges.
Paul Gallen.
Yeah, guys, as I was just about to report, Sifa Talakai has gone on to make his Origin debut. He will play on the left edge. He just replaced Liam Martin.
What a beast. Have a look at him.
And the plan there for the Blues will be to get him some early good ball to take on Queensland's halves out on the right edge.
Well, that's Cherry Evans. Get some ball, early ball. Oh, it's a one-on-one strip. Burton steals the ball off Gagai.
Well, that's a turn-up. It's normally Munster stealing the ball from everyone else. Burton has pilfered it, and the Blues in prime real estate now. The New South Wales chant echoes around Optus Stadium. Are they going to strike another blow here? Yes, they are! And it's Nathan Cleary who has masterminded this operation tonight. And that is a sweet four-pointer.
A lot of criticism after game one of Nathan Cleary, only early in his rep career. I think it was harsh, but he stewed on it. Harvey Norman replay. Here's the one-on-one still. Communicates Matt Durton to the players. They get off, gets a one-on-one strip. And then with the slippery surface, fast-moving defence, Nathan Cleary looks up. Early footwork, players slipping over, and then he stands up and delivers the knockout blow for New South Wales. He's been exceptional. Early footwork, slippery surface, players slipping over, Ponga, Hunt, and the young halfback. He loves that one.
His first try in Origin. Paul Gallen.
Yeah, guys, fatigue really starting to affect Queensland now. It's a 60-40 possession to the Blues, 60% of the ball, and they're completing at 86%. So when you've got that much ball and you're completing that high, you've got plenty of energy, and they're showing it at the moment.
Only 11 halfbacks in Origin history have played more games than Nathan Cleary already. He's in his 12th game at the age of 24. And the coach loves it. This is a big scoreline now. And Cleary converts his own try.
With Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay, the Isuzu D-Max is born to rock.
Seem to be heading more your way, Hendo.
32-12. The Blues won by a big scoreline last time here as well, you remember. 38-6. Game 2, 2019. So this field is a field of dreams for the men in blue. Oh, they're backwards.
It's one of the worst. Well, he gets his angles all wrong. If you're a right foot kicker and you're going short, a right footer, you kick to your left. Kicks to his right, and you watch how he approaches the ball. He gets all his angles all wrong. Got to kick across your body. Don't open your body up to kick the other way.
I think Queensland were thinking high to Selwyn Cobbo there. Val Holmesy miskicked that one for sure.
Pass now. Tackled by Kafusi. Tedesco now. Well, there's some raggedy defence out there for Queensland now. Making a lot of yardage here, New South Wales. Cleary, he's going to score a second in the space of 2 minutes. The Blues are on a rampage.
They're on a rampage, all right, Matty. They're on fire from the first kickoff tonight. They've come with a brand new energy, a few new faces in this lineup. Particularly in this second half, they've been unstoppable. Just watch the lead up to this play here. Harvey Norman replay. Well, Ben Hunt, he's seen the threat of Payne Haas. Cleary just held the ball out in 2 hands, sold him the dummy and went through pretty much untouched. Kalen Ponga just getting a left hand to him, but it's been all the Blues. And Gal spoke about earlier about the possession that they've had in this match. 60-40%, but it's been the field position, the quality of field position that they've been able to maintain tonight. Most of Queensland's football, it's been coming off their own end, the hard yards, whereas New South Wales, they've started most of their sets in and around the midfield, and they've just been on the attack all night.
Great leadership by this young man in number 7, but I've got to say, great leadership by their coach, Brad Fittler. Made some changes, and he's been panned by everyone in the media, and he hasn't said nothing. He's held his nerve. He trusts his instinct. Mate, well done. Big decisions made by Brad Fittler and his team, and they've really stood up. And Nathan Cleary, he's putting on a masterclass.
He's rattling up the points as well, Nathan.
Ball in 2 hands, ball in 2 hands. Dictating to the defence.
So Nathan has 22 points in this game. That's the second most for a New South Wales player in an Origin match. Second only to Ryan Girdler. There's a bit of time. There's 12 minutes left.
Stay behind. Just wait now.
And Queensland stem the bleeding here. Jake Trbojevic. I wonder, gentlemen, what a scoreline of this nature does to the psychology of a team when you head towards a deciding game.
Well, we saw, was it 2020? New South Wales won a similar sort of score, won by 30-odd, and went back up to Suncorp for the decider. And they got the chocolates that time, Queensland. And I remember after game 2, looking in the sheds, and the master was there, Wayne Bennett, and he was laughing with his players and joking around. Be a big job for Billy Slater. Get him back up there for game 3. They can believe. A big advantage. It's going to be up there.
Here comes a Burton onslaught. Oh, this is wobbling everywhere. Well taken. Selwyn Cobbo. He was put under pressure there.
Flop.
Yes, elaborating on what you said about the selection, Andrew. 5 changes from Brad Fittler. The battle lines were drawn at the selection table. This is an attacking team. Obviously, the series on the line here. There was no other option, was there? It was come here and try to take hold of the game, and the inclusion of Burton and Talakai, aggressive selections.
He made the big call. He's done it before.
Manai, the 19-year-old. Ben Hunt working in centre field. Oh, clear pick Kalen Ponga with a great body shot. Here's Tino Fa'asuamaleaui. Oh, another one. Oh, it's all going New South Wales way. Sifa Talakai sends a Queenslander tumbling out the back. And now James Tedesco.
There's Nathan Cleary, Telstra tracker. Distance, 1.2 kilometres. It's the running off the ball. He's sprints. He's been everywhere tonight. He's had a monster of the game, Nathan Cleary.
Here's another one. Cobbo, he's a bit slow to get going, but he rises above the pack and takes that nicely. Oh, no, he didn't. There's an error there.
Okay, so Kalen, the injury surveillance, doctors asked the game to be stopped for yourself.
No, I
Kalen.
apologise. It's HIA. Heard the whistle and thought there was a knock on.
There was a big tackle from Nathan Cleary.
Nathan!
And he came out of the line and just swamped him. One of two players born in WA to play Origin. Who was the other one?
Justin Paul. Former front rower.
Could have given me 1,000 guesses and I would have got that. He was the big contact by Nathan Cleary. His head hits the ground.
Release him, Angus! Wait, Junior!
Smith's thoughts. See the cogs ticking over in that head of yours, assistant coach.
We're just keen to see how the players finish this one off. There's still minutes to be played in game 2.
And Jeremiah Nanum. 11 tries this season for the Cowboys back rower. A kick by Cherry Evans under pressure. And back comes Tupou, playing chicken with the defence. Super Talakai. And I stood up to him there. That was a good tackle. Danica, some news?
Yes, that contact on Kalen Ponga from Nathan Cleary that forced Ponga off the field for a head injury assessment. Cleary has actually been put on report for that incident, so he'll have to wait and see what the match review committee has to say about that.
What for? Tackling him too hard. Tell me they didn't get him for a head slam.
We'll have all the analysis. Post-game, don't go anywhere. There is a lot to discuss coming out of this.
No, I don't think it would have been the contact with the head on the ground. I think it would have been the initial contact.
I didn't think it was slide.
Well, it wasn't, but you know today's game and how it's officiated.
Cleary sends it skybound. Ball bounces in vacant territory. Now Munster's gone back to fullback with Ponga off. How about that? Oh, Munster! A one bouncer.
Well, that was a brave play, and he's thinking, we're down by plenty, we need something. It come off for him that time, well, and now it doesn't.
Loy again, Talakai got in the way there and won the ball for the Blues. And Brian To'o is held within a metre.
They need to swing it wide to their right.
Pass doesn't find its mark. Clearly with the ball away. And a bit of momentum has been wasted here with Martin tackled. Junior Polor. Josh Papali'i also had a long time off the field. Tedesco. Crichton evaded the big shot from Tulangi and then bounced away, and this will be a try for New South Wales. Queensland appealing for obstruction.
Well, there's no obstruction. This is a try. And it goes from offload, from ad-lib footy, and then off the ad-lib, they get a bit of structure, and they play that second-man block play off the offload, and just the defence is just scattered. Harvey Norman replay, the ball will come to the right, it'll be offloaded, spins out, and then they come through with a bit of structured play. Can you catch the ball on the outside there, do you think, Cameron? It's sort of 50-50 this one.
Yeah, it is. This shot will probably give it...
No,
well, I think he's directly behind him. So maybe the bunker may have a look at it and determine whether there was an obstruction to Felice Kaufusi. The rule is you must catch it on the outside.
On the outside, yeah.
Well, I don't, to be honest, I don't think it's on the outside.
They've ticked off.
Oh, there you go.
So Angus Crichton, another one of those changes. Wasn't happy with his own form at the start of this season with the Roosters, but he's got points on the board in terms of Origin, and he celebrates his recall with a try. Well, the half century's in play here. Cleary from in front, which has been resounding. A memorable night for New South Wales. We'll go into the Blues sheds in our post-match coverage, and we will preview what is now a State of Origin decider at Suncorp Stadium. A lot of news, a lot of analysis stemming from this result. And Billy's first genuine test in the coaching furnace. Can he turn his state around?
Well, that's going to be huge, isn't it? Game 3 in Brisbane. The Blues have been fantastic here tonight in Perth. Game 2, they've set up what's going to be a belter. I believe Game 3 was already sold out or near sold out in Brisbane. It's going to be enormous.
What areas of New South Wales been successful tonight, which has contributed to the win, Kevin?
The actions of their outside backs have been fantastic, Johnny. Just their ability to gain good metres. There's Junior Polo making good ones through the middle, but they played the ball quick tonight, the Blues. They played it faster than the Maroons. And they've put their key players like Cleary and Luai and Yohan Tedesco, they put them in good positions early in the tackle count to allow them to attack the Maroons.
There's another aerial raid.
Daniel offside.
In front of the kicker, Daniel Tupou. Holmes now. Here goes Carrigan. Another attempt at a one-on-one strip here. Damien Cook, the man. But that couldn't wrestle it away from Carrigan. So Cook, after coming on the field before half-time, has gone the journey. We haven't seen Coruscant re-emerge.
I hate this tackle.
Damien.
I hate this tackle.
Just going to review it.
This has to be taken out of the game.
Is this a cannonball?
There's 2 men in the tackle. And I think Damien
it's a
Cook is the
penalty,
one that
it's
comes
been
from
reviewed. Let's go.
unseen. Chops at the back of the legs of Harry Grant. In that position, you got to tackle above the hips, isn't the rule? That's unbelievable.
Well, I think they look at the force, Joey.
So I think in that situation, third man shouldn't be allowed in at all.
Here's Grant with a dash towards the line. There was a
Harry,
knock
knock on
on
a
him
dummy
to play
half.
the ball.
And that's after the 6 again. Harry, knock on a dummy half.
Yep, a little bobble. So July 13, mark down the date. Circle, highlight. We are going to a decider for Origin 2022. The only place you'll see it exclusive, live and free is here on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
And it's always the best place for a decider.
Let's go. Back on, Harry. Hold there, Cam. Stay in, bullies.
Well, if there's good support for New South Wales here in Perth, the tables are going to be turned up at Suncorp. Darren.
Yeah, it's a big loss for Queensland. It's going to hurt, but that'll help in Game 3. I just think tonight Nathan Cleary's had it on a string, but he's had time compared to Game 1, where the Maroons gave him no time. And I think the sin bin was a turning point because that just sucked all the juice out of Queensland. and then they just played on the front foot from then. But they deserve their win tonight, the Blues. Well done to them, and Queensland will be back.
Quite remarkably, this is the same margin that the Blues achieved victory with in our last game, the first match here in Perth.
Tedesco, he's got spiders on him or something. Can't tackle.
He's getting up close to 300 metres in this game. Here's Burton, bangs it along the deck. Good hands from Selwyn Cobbo, and Munster spins it to Ben Hunt. We've got 30 seconds left of Origin 2. This has been a sublime performance by New South Wales, who led by only 2 points at half-time. It has been a second half assault. Job done for Brad Fittler. The crowd counts down, the siren sounds, and the Blues have levelled the series in emphatic fashion. 7 tries to 2. Nathan Cleary perfect with the boot, 8 from 8. And a 44-12 scoreline in favour of New South Wales. What a debut for Matt Burton. You fancy he'll be wearing a New South Wales jumper for many years to come yet. They've done it well, and Queensland with a re-examination coming up as we head to a Game 3 decider. New South Wales 44 have defeated Queensland 12.